Please welcome VP of Product at AppBoy, Kevin Wong.
All right. How's it going? Okay. I'm Kevin Wong, AppBoy's VP of Product, and I'm here to talk to you today about artificial intelligence. Luckily for you, while I've got a lot to say, I only have about 10 minutes to say it all in, so this is going to be a very quick and dirty look at AI. What it is, why you should care, and what it means for you and your businesses now in the future. And since I've already used up about 20 of my seconds, let's jump right into it. First off, AI means many things. People have a very futuristic view of what AI means to them. Usually it's friendly robots like R2-D2 having fun adventures roaming across the galaxy. Or it's killer robots like the Terminator or the agents from the Matrix, which are significantly less friendly than our little friend up here. What we mean when we talk about AI, however, is that we're talking about any system that can mimic human thought in some capacity, very broad, or it could be very, very narrow. You see, the current AI that we have today is not the general AI that you would see in the movies. In pop culture, when you see some kind of artificial system that's thinking on its own, forming abstractions, or doing anything that a human or a biological system would do, that's a general AI, as I mentioned in the keynote earlier today. It's powerful, it's exciting, and it can be very scary. But fortunately, it's not here yet, and we're not particularly close to it getting here anytime soon. What we have instead today is narrow AI, something like AlphaGo, which can play board games, or Watson, which can play Jeopardy, or self-driving cars. All of these technologies are powerful, but very, very limited in scope, and can only perform specific tasks in a way that's better than a human being. And that's because AI can't do everything, as you can see here with AlphaGo failing to wash a car. When we have a technology like AlphaGo, we're talking about something that has a very clear goal. AlphaGo has been fed with hundreds of thousands of games of Go and has tons of data at its disposal. AlphaGo knows the rules of Go. It knows what it looks like when a board has been won or lost. Fundamentally, it's a one-trick pony, even if it is really, really ridiculously good at that one trick. And that's true of all AI today. Try as it might, you're very, very unlikely to hop into a new, shiny Google self-driving car and have it promptly beat you at Jeopardy. And that's because with AI, it's all about the goal. When we think of a system like NOW.AI, an automated scheduler, which can understand your emails and form calendar invites, or Alexa, which can perform the very specific task of understanding exactly what you want to order on the internet, we're talking about AIs that have very clear purposes. They can't pick goals themselves, and that's a very fundamental limitation of AI that we have today, which pervades the entire space and the entire industry. AI needs to be directed by human beings. Just think about a Furby, one of the first types of AI that one would easily become familiar with. With a little Furby, you can talk to it, it'll blabber back, entertain your children, but look into their cold, dead little eyes. Do these fellows look like they have much of an agenda? I don't think so, and to be very honest, I'm pretty happy that they don't. Because really, we're already using AI. AI is all around us, from things like spell checkers or autocorrection on your keyboards, to Excel when you type the numbers 1234 or 2468 and drag them down, to a spam filter that you might find in Gmail. As soon as technology gets to the point where it's so advanced that we barely notice it, we begin to take it for granted. These technologies have been around forever, and AI has been powering them already. But nobody looks at their spam filter and thinks, holy shit, this is incredible. It just doesn't work that way. And that is going to continue to progress as we move forward, because mobile is driving an explosion of AI development. It's no secret that smartphones are everywhere, smart devices are everywhere, people are becoming more and more connected. I can see people all over here who aren't looking at the stage and are instead looking at their phones, a few of whom have just looked up. And that's all generating huge, vast amounts of data about their locations, their preferences, their purchasing behaviors, which is feeding into these AI systems at the same time that our algorithms are getting more and more complex and more powerful. AI needs data, and what would have once taken hundreds of people, weeks and weeks of heavy calculations to perform, or would have required the manual labor of people performing particular analyses, can now be done by your smartphone in the blink of an eye. We have all this data, and AI is making it actionable, and that's making it more relevant. However, AI is not a magic bullet. You can't just go and say, Alexa, fix my marketing. Or, okay, Google, sure would be great if we made more money. It's not possible to get an AI system to transact on those sorts of abstract goals yet. And in a way, that's a good thing. Even if you had access to a next-level human-like intellect, like the Terminator, would you go, buy it a laptop, and let it run all of your marketing? I don't think so, and honestly, I don't think I'd want Arnold to run all of my user retention anyway. First off, you'd get fired, but also, you'd be giving into the overall idea that's so seductive out there that AI is going to be a magic bullet for your business. You see, before taking advantage of AI, you need to nail the fundamentals. You have to gather the right data, build a brand and product that people love and will want to use. There's no point at all if nobody wants to use your service, to use AI in some fashion to try to solve a problem that lies much deeper at the core of your overall business. Take Tesla. Tesla first developed a car that everyone would really want to drive. Very highly rated, great battery systems, and a whole supply chain so that they could build a sustainable business. Elon Musk, generally considered to be a pretty smart dude, did not just try to rush a self-driving tricycle onto the market as soon as he could. And that's the overall principle that you need to approach AI with. You need to start with a solid set of business fundamentals, and then you have to find the ways that you can have humans and computers work together in concert. See, AI in many ways is like a hunting dog, like a robotic version of Lassie. If you're going fox hunting, your dog is better at smelling where the foxes are, hearing where they might be, and crawling through the underbrush. But your dog doesn't know why you're hunting or what to do if it finds a fox in the first place. That's where humans have to come in and actually guide the system. You need to treat AI as the muscle behind your business and the different goals that you have for all of your different business operations. And you, the humans, have to be the guides because, as I mentioned earlier, these narrow AI systems don't know what to do with everything until they're put into the right place. Which leads to my last point, which is that right now, AI is a nice to have, but the time will come when it's going to be a necessity, just like this guy doing the Minority Report thing on his couch. AI is only going to become more important as our world becomes more and more connected. You need to have the right strategy and fundamentals today in order to figure out the ways that you can use technology and machine learning to win in the future. In 20 years, marketers are going to look back at 2017 and wonder how we ever accomplished anything with the technology that we had today. Right now, it's totally possible to run an excellent marketing, user engagement system all on your own, just using the core business fundamentals, and without using any AI at all. But tomorrow, who knows? The companies that pay attention now and start thinking about how they're going to build the future are going to be able to use AI to build more, stronger relationships with their customers going forward. And that's really exciting. That is, unless all the killer robots come and they get us first.